Association presented by Caesars Sportsbook. I'm MJ Acosta-Ruiz, joined here in the LA Studio by 16.5-year NBA veteran Robin Lopez. It's giving the Rolo and MJ show. I like this.
I like it.
Not that we don't miss.
Of course, we always miss them. But it rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It does. It's just so natural. All right, full post-game coverage from Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals is on the way. It was a do-or-die game for the Spurs against the reigning champs. Could they force a Game 7? Let's go to the highlights right away. San Antonio fans fired up for Game 6.
Oh, are they ever?
Are they? Look, is that Scooby?
Oh, Tristan.
Oh, no, that's a Corgi. That was a Corgi. Scooby is the Chihuahua that
yes,
I want.
easily
Reed.
confused.
Yeah.
One's very American, one's not.
It was the ears of it all. First quarter, Castle to Wemby, and we're off. Second three-pointer of the game already for the Alien. Come on. Not but 40 seconds later, Robin. And yeah.
When you're 7'5" and you hit a step back like that, you got things are going okay for you.
We already knew this just upon his arrival today. Second quarter now. Ooh.
That's just not fair.
Spin move past Chet.
I would never have looked that smooth executing that move. Of course, it's already hypothetical, suggesting I would execute that move. But.
It is. All right, but halfway through the second, here we go. Cason Wallace drills a corner three. The Thunder bench keeping them in it. Next possession. Dylan Harper.
You mentioned the Thunder bench. It was really impressive that the Spurs bench was able to keep the Spurs in there when Wemby wasn't on the floor.
Ooh!
Oh my goodness.
Carter Bryant, unbelievable. The young Spurs showing out. Wow, he meant every bit of that. Truly. All right, we go to the next possession. Ooh, Dort over to Chet.
Oh, no.
Denied by Masell. Who let him know about it?
He said, that was a good try, buddy. I bet you can make it next time. And Chet said, oh, I know I can't.
That's exactly the exchange. Shea knocking down the middle. Here we go. We're in the third now.
Oh, right to a spot.
One-on-one with Wemby. That was nice. Minute later. Oh, Euro step for Castle. Wemby fired. All right, 7 minutes to go.
In the green room, I was like, no, bad shot, great shot.
Great shot. No, you knew it all the time. The second it came out of his hands. 5 minutes left. Castle, you called it.
I did.
You called it right before the game.
He absolutely stepped up. I think he only had one turnover.
He settled down. Oh!
No.
Right on cue.
No, monsieur.
Bye. Defensive masterclass, per usual, from Wemby. We're in the fourth now. Wow. That alley-oop was pretty perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of leaves you speechless.
Wemby was unstoppable. 28 points by that point for Wemby. All right, 7:50 left. Hustle.
Such great footwork. It almost looks like a travel each time, but his footwork is just so adroit.
But not.
So beautiful. Yeah.
This was the largest playoff victory for the Spurs when facing elimination. Spurs force a Game 7. The final score here, 118-91. Protected home court. Now they head back to OKC. So here is the box score. Wemby led the way for the Spurs with a double-double, casually. Dylan Harper had his best game since Game 1 of this series. For the Thunder, SGA was once again held under 20 points. OKC shot just 25% from deep. Here's Wemby after the game.
All right, Victor, Coach Johnson told me that you live for big moments like this, that you want to be on center stage. So why is this team built for moments like this?
I can't answer why. We just are. We ain't done nothing yet.
You guys held Oklahoma City to 13 third quarter points. What kind of defensive effort does it take as a team to do something like that?
Trust in the coaches, play with effort. Thank you.
Mike?
Short and sweet from Wemby there, but we knew that he was locked in. We knew it from the second he walked that tunnel. So the Spurs take Game 6, force a Game 7 in Oklahoma City. Wemby came out like you said that he needed to. Aggressively, he seemed to set the tone straight from the jump, as we know. And then the other big storyline, of course, SGA was held to 15 points on 6 of 18 shooting, and he only made 3 visits to the stripe. The Spurs have really done a nice job stifling him this entire series. He's shooting only 38% from the field compared to 55% in the regular season. How are the Spurs able to make this so hard for the MVP?
They're showing a crowd. They've been doing that all season long. They know he's the head of the snake.
Right.
And it shows that it's paying off because I think they've held him under 20 twice. And that hasn't happened all season long.
Unheard of. Right.
No, it's completely unprecedented.
Yeah.
And what was especially impressive about tonight's performance, they didn't foul him. They kept him off the free throw line. And I want to see that continue into Game 7 because if that does, I think that gives them an excellent shot at winning the game.
With Wemby coming out the way that he did, and we knew that he was absolutely locked in, this did not surprise me that he went off and started as aggressively as he did. We knew he needed to.
Yeah, I mean, the most impressive thing about that performance is that everybody in the building knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
All the talking heads have been saying when the Spurs play well, Wemby comes out aggressive. And that meant the Oklahoma City Thunder knew what to expect, knew what was coming, but still we were all blindsided. We saw the moo-moo, we saw the Shaolin monk robes earlier today, and we were all blindsided by this performance. Oh, it was so electric.
It was the sweatpants and the slides with socks underneath the garment for me. Phenomenal. But you can see just the difference here in this Game 6 compared to just last game in Game 5. I mean, when he is on, the Spurs are unstoppable. We know that. The team goes through him, but we can't discount what the rest of this team has done. This was the first game of the series where the Spurs bench outscored the Thunders, including Dylan Harper, who provided a massive spark, 18 points. How important was it for the Spurs to really see him get going after being pretty quiet the last few games?
It gives you an idea of where you are in the pecking order, and I don't mean that as an insult.
No.
But that's something that the Thunder have excelled at this entire run, this entire arc of theirs. And when you know what your best player is doing, it gives you an idea of, okay, this is what I need to be doing to help him, to help my teammates out on the floor.
Yeah.
And that's why you can see Dylan Harper, he went out there, he's healthy, he's executing now. Stephon Castle out there executing.
Yeah. Another guy we mentioned right before this game tipped off was De'Aaron Fox. And of course, we know that he's a little bit hampered there. He struggled again from the field. Hasn't really looked like the player that we're used to seeing, but he was able to still impact them in other ways.
Yes,
How was he able to do that?
Definitely. Just by being a veteran out there, he's a point guard. He can help distribute, slow things down when necessary. We saw Stephon Castle, he's been limiting his turnovers, especially when De'Aaron Fox, I think he only had 1 turnover tonight. But also he's helping on defense.
Yeah.
He's able to show a body, put pressure on people, play within the scheme.
Yeah, I love Castle's arc here because that's exactly what we were seeing too. I mean, these guys know exactly what they need to do and how they need to adjust, but I was really looking to see him not just continue to protect the ball, but also settle into the role that he has to do. And I think you're right, having De'Aaron Fox out there sort of temper everything, it does make a difference for a guy like Castle who just wants to go out there and really bulldoze through people.
Right, no, he has that youthful exuberance.
Perfectly said.
De'Aaron Fox, he can restrain that just enough to where it's still a net positive for the team.
Yeah, no question. But the Spurs, first of all, can we shout out the nuns?
Oh my goodness.
The Spurs nuns. As somebody who grew up in Catholic school, there was a little bit of a twitch there, but they were doing fantastic. But
I took a couple of years of religion class. I didn't quite excel, but I did well enough. I'd love to get them on the show. That's what needs to happen.
That is my pitch, and that is my hope. But in the interim, we do have Coach Mitch Johnson, who's at the podium.
Mitch, what was the biggest difference you saw tonight in Wemby from game 5 tonight?
I would say his overall activity, and that probably, from my perspective, was just from his will and intent on leaving his imprints on the game.
And with Dylan, how close was he? I know he's still hurting, but how close was he to having his typical kind of performance tonight?
When he switched on mentally and aggressive, he's pretty damn good. He's got all the talent in the world, makeup to do whatever he wants. So he is capable of those nights when he's in the right place between the ears. Well, he's a 20-year-old kid in the conference finals playing against the defending champ, so he's not 100% healthy. and he's doing a hell of a job. So I'd say it's probably strained mentally, emotionally, and physically.
You mentioned the word will when it came to Vic. I'm not sure if you've seen anything different from him, but what have you learned about him during this run and his focus on ultimately the end goal?
Just a desire to meet the moment. He's not always perfect, and we got to help him at times. Obviously, he's 22 years old, but his passion and desire for being right where he is and at the forefront of it all, and to take the responsibility and the role and the burden of what he does, I don't know what else to say. He is comfortable with that, regardless of the outcome and what that may look like. And I think that's maybe his biggest growth this year, of not waiting for it to be perfect or necessarily to know what to do all the time, but attack the moment and have the right approach and live with the results.
Coach, what did you see from Carter Bryant defensively tonight, and what can you say about his intensity overall and how much he likes to be coached hard?
Yeah, Carter, there's much to do with what happened a couple games ago, I know, and the visual of it. Carter has been as coachable as anybody. At times, he probably is trying to do the right thing too much, and I think that's where, at times, the urgency and the competitiveness of myself comes out, because I just want that kid to play fast and aggressive. He has as good of raw instincts, and when he plays free and allows his instincts to follow his athleticism and aggressiveness, good things happen. And when he can be disciplined a little bit on top of it, it's fun to watch.
Hey, Mitch, over to your right.
And joining us now on the